Sometimes it's hard to understand why so many people hate Disney with all their guts, and this lawsuit could easily be your number one reason to hate the Mouse House. And it has to do with what I call Disney grade attorneys. It is a generic expression that I use when I stumble upon cases that involve lawyers that are both triple S tier ruthless at their job and the lowest scum of the earth at the same time. So this crazy thing that happened at Disney World, it is pretty messed up. So there was this doctor from New York, Kanopor Tangswam, who went to eat at this Irish pub in Disney Springs back in October 2023. The place is called Raglan Road, and it's part of the whole Disney World thing. Now, this doctor had some serious allergies to dairy and nuts, like life-threatening allergies. So she and her husband, Jeffrey Piccolo, they were super careful about it. They told the staff at the restaurant multiple times about her allergies, making sure they understood how serious it was. The staff, they kept saying everything was fine, that the food was safe for her to eat. But guess what? After she ate her meal, she had this really bad allergic reaction. It's called anaphylaxis, which is like super dangerous. Even though she used an EpiPen, which is supposed to help with allergic reactions, she still got worse and, well, she didn't make it. They did an autopsy later and found out that she had high levels of dairy and nut stuff in her system. So, as you can imagine, her husband was devastated. He decided to sue Disney and the restaurant for wrongful death. And the lawsuit basically says that the restaurant messed up big time. They didn't make sure the food was safe like they said it was. And their staff probably wasn't trained well enough to handle serious food allergies like that, which, as you can see, can lead to really tragic outcomes like this. But here's where it gets outrageous. Disney's lawyers came up with this defense that's got everyone canceling anything that has to do with the Mouse House. They're saying that Piccolo cannot actually sue them because he agreed to some terms of service when he signed up for a free trial of Disney Plus. Yeah, the streaming service. Apparently, those terms say that any issues with Disney have to be settled through arbitration instead of going to court. But the craziest part is that Piccolo was suing Disney for just $50,000 and legal fees. That's all. Now, arbitration is this thing where instead of going to court, you have someone else decide the case outside of court. It's usually faster and cheaper. But a lot of people think it's not great for consumers because it can limit how much they can get if they win, and it keeps everything private. So Disney is basically saying that because Piccolo agreed to these terms for a streaming service, he cannot sue them over his wife's death at their restaurant. Well, the restaurant was not Disney's restaurant, it was in Disney's grounds, but I don't know. But all this, I think is BS. Piccolo's lawyer called it preposterous and outrageously unreasonable, which, yeah, I can see why. This whole thing has got people talking about how fair these arbitration clauses are. Like, when you sign up for something online and there's that long agreement that nobody reads, it might have stuff in there that could affect you in ways you would never expect. It's making people wonder if companies are using these agreements to avoid being held responsible when they mess up. The case is also bringing attention to how dangerous food allergies can be and how important it is for restaurants to take them seriously. It's not just about being careful with the food. It's about making sure the staff really understand how to handle these situations. And then there's Disney itself. They're known for being all family friendly and magical, but this case is making people look at them differently. It's like, are they really putting their customers first if they are using streaming service terms to avoid a lawsuit about someone dying at their restaurant or a restaurant in their premises? I mean, in terms of PR, I don't think they thought this through, because the headlines and videos such as this one is going to cost them a lot more in the long run than any lawsuit. In any cases, I'm glad that this went as public as this. And this case could end up changing how companies write their terms of service. If Disney actually wins this argument, other companies might start putting similar stuff in their agreements. But if the court says no way to Disney's argument, it could lead to more protections for consumers. People are pretty shocked about the whole thing, especially Disney's legal defense. It's all over social media and the news. And people are talking about whether big companies have a responsibility to do the right thing, even if they might have a legal way out. It is also making people think about how companies communicate with their customers. Like, maybe there needs to be a way to make these agreements easier to understand so people actually know what they are agreeing to. Maybe asking an AI attorney to read through all the legal garble and make sense of it in short bullet points. I don't know, but even so, when Disney's attorneys can twist those terms of service in this way, it's pretty much unexpected. That's why I told you that this was easily one of the best reasons so many people hate Disney. But I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Sin Surgeon, and much love and bliss.